Welcome to our lecture on Ruffin Electrical Basics. Today, we are going to walk through the process of wiring a new construction bedroom from start to finish. We will cover how to set up dedicated circuits, properly place switches and outlets, follow the standard 612 rule, and safely connect your wires before the drywall goes up. Let's dive right in. When wiring a house, a best practice is to put each bedroom on its own dedicated circuit. This means a single breaker in the main panel box controls all the power for that specific room. If you ever need to do maintenance or shut off the power, you can simply flip that one breaker, safely killing the power to all the lights and receptacles in that space without affecting the rest of the house. The first physical component to install is usually the switch box. Placement is key here. It should always be on the doorknob side of the door so you can easily reach in and turn on the light as you enter. A standard height is placing the top of the box exactly 4 feet off the floor. Using a 2-gang box allows space for 2 switches, like a ceiling fan and a main light. The box features built-in flanges that space it out a ½ inch from the stud, ensuring it sits perfectly flush once the drywall is installed. For heavy hanging fixtures like ceiling fans, a standard electrical box won't cut it. Instead, we use a product called a saddle box. Its unique design allows it to literally saddle right over a ceiling rafter or a wooden block placed between joists. This structural support is what holds the heavy weight of the fan. During the rough-in phase, it is temporarily held in place with a small center screw. Later, after the drywall is up, heavy-duty lag bolts are used to permanently secure the fan bracket to the box. Now, let's talk about outlet spacing, which is strictly governed by building codes. A common standard is the 612 rule. This rule states that there can be a maximum of 12 feet between any 2 outlets along a wall. Additionally, you must place an outlet within 6 feet of any door or room corner. The logic here is that a standard appliance cord is about 6 feet long, so you should always be able to reach an outlet without an extension cord. Also, any small wall section wider than 2 feet automatically requires its own receptacle. When physically installing the outlet boxes, a standard height is 18 inches off the floor. You simply mark the stud, line up the box flanges, and hammer in the attached nails. To connect all these boxes, you need to run wire through the wall framing. A great tip is to drill your pass-through holes exactly 2 feet off the floor, right through the center of the studs. This keeps your wire runs perfectly straight and safely away from future drywall screws. If you hit a tight spot, like next to a window framing, a right-angle drill attachment is incredibly helpful. Seriously, running the wire correctly is crucial for safety and code compliance. Always unspool the wire so it lays flat. Pulling it straight from the side will cause frustrating twists. For standard outlets, 12-2 wire is typically used, containing a black power wire, a white neutral, and a bare copper ground. For a ceiling fan and light combo, you need 12-3 wire, which includes an extra red wire so the fan and light can be switched independently. Once routed, the wire must be stapled to the stud within 6 inches of the box to secure it. Inside the boxes, the wires need to be prepped. After carefully stripping the outer sheathing, you'll separate the wires. The bare copper ground wires need to be tied together to ensure the entire circuit is safely grounded. A reliable method is using a copper crimp sleeve, sometimes called a stay-con. You slide the sleeve over the grouped ground wires, crimp it down tightly with pliers, and twist the wires to form a solid connection. These are then folded neatly into the back of the box, out of the way until the actual receptacles are installed. As we wrap up the rough-in phase, organization is your best friend. In a multi-switch box, you will have several wires converging, power from the main panel, power continuing to the outlets, and the lines going up to the ceiling fixtures. Labeling each wire with a marker now saves a massive headache later when you are trying to wire the actual switches. Once labeled, tuck everything safely into the boxes. The rough-in is now complete, and the room is ready for drywall.